Day, good morning. I have collected everything that I need to make breakfast this morning. I was supposed to come on live, I think Friday or Saturday, and I just wanted to rest. So this morning we're gonna actually be making pancakes. This is just one serving for me. And I figured why not come on live and show you guys how I make this. So it's going to be pancakes topped with, I guess you can say caramelized pecans because I'm gonna caramelize it with syrup and then air fried bananas. So I've made this before, it's very delicious. So let me flip you guys around and put you guys on the tripod here, and then we'll get started. But I hope you guys have been enjoying your weekend. I definitely know I have. I actually went to a bridesmaid proposal yesterday. So one of my good friends is getting married, and she had all of us girls over to formally ask us to be her bridesmaids. So that was a good time. And slept in, and it's Sunday, and I figured Sunday is like the best day to make Sunday breakfast. So for ingredients, we have some eggs. I'm actually going to be taking the yolks out of 2 eggs that I'm going to use, trying to cut down on cholesterol at the moment. So no yolks for this. We have some syrup, cinnamon. I typically really like vanilla paste. I don't have any, so I'm going to be using the Tirani sugar-free French vanilla syrup as a substitute. We have Kodiak pancake powder that we'll be using, some butter over here, and then some pecans over here, and a banana and some milk. So the first thing that we are going to do is air fry our banana. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever had an air fried banana before. It is very delicious. It is really, really good. I usually top it with some cinnamon, and then when you air fry it, it becomes even more kind of cinnamon-like. It's very delicious. So we're going to do that. So we're gonna split half a banana, just like this. And then I'm just gonna put some cinnamon on top. Air fried banana, yes, air fried banana. It's very good. Don't knock it till you try it. It's a great healthy alternative than, I don't know if you guys have ever had like fried bananas or air fried, not air fried, deep fried bananas. I have once, and I was like, okay, it's good, but I can't have this all the time. But air fried is perfect. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is put this in the air fryer for, I usually do about like 7 to 8 minutes, and we'll set it to 400 degrees. So this is the air fryer I have. Let me prop this up. Okay, there we go. Bring the banana over. Okay, hi Cash Rinker. Hi, I love cats. What shoes are you wearing? I'm wearing my house slippers. Snake Whitey, hi, welcome. Donna Porter, hi, welcome to my life. So we're just gonna put this in the air fryer. And we'll do 400 we'll do 7 minutes. Let that cook or fry. Now we'll get started with the pancakes. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is crack some eggs. Like I said, for me, I am in the process right now trying to lower my cholesterol, so I'm not going to keep the yolk in this, but obviously you would in normal circumstances of using eggs to make your pancakes. So I'm just gonna take the egg white and leave the yolk. Now, keep in mind, I do have egg whites, like I have a bottle of egg whites, but for some reason I feel like it's too watery, whereas this one, the egg white from an egg has more viscosity, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay. And I'll make sure to include all the ingredients and everything after this live in the comments. Are the bananas on wax paper or regular paper towel? So it's on parchment paper. Yeah, it's on parchment paper. Okay. So we'll do another egg. Just take out the egg white and leave the yolk. That's okay if a little bit gets some. Okay, that's fine enough. Okay. Let me trash this. And then we will add our pancake mix. So, or pancake powder. So my favorite is by the Kodiak brand. So we'll add this in. And then just add in a little bit of vanilla syrup. Just add that in. Okay. I'm gonna need this later, so let me just rinse it off. All right, and then we will add some milk. I know. I typically do eat the yolk, but I cannot. I'm trying to lower my cholesterol at the moment, so I have to, if I'm eating eggs or incorporating eggs, it has to be yolk-free at the moment. I know it's the best part. Are you rich? I'm not rich, I wish, but as I've just told you, why I am taking out the yolk. There's nothing I can do about that. My health comes first. I love the Kodiak brand. It's so good. It really is. It's delicious. And the protein content. I mean, you can't beat it. It's really nice. All right. Now, just so you guys can see what's going on. So now we'll add some milk. Completely forgot. Let's do... We'll do like 1/4 cup. I usually like to start with less milk just in case, and then if it's too thick, then I'll add more. Okay, yeah, so you can see it's already pretty loose. Okay. So I'll add more milk, yeah, because this is like way too thick. But for those of you that are joining my live for the first time, I feel like a proper intro is always needed. So my name is Chiamaka. I have my channel here on YouTube called Pockets of Protein. Sorry about that. That's just my air fryer going off, telling me to shake what's in there. But anyway, so I have my channel here on YouTube called Pockets of Protein. The reason that I made the channel was because off of YouTube, I actually am pretty serious about just like my fitness journey. I show more of that on my short form platforms. But YouTube specifically, I wanted to show just like different ways that I can still eat the things that I love without feeling like I have to sacrifice eating delicious meals. Because I think for me personally, the health and wellness space, I feel like promotes, when it comes to food, very simple and bland food. And don't get me wrong, if that's what works for you, that's fine. But I'm African, I like flavor, I love variety, and I just never want to feel like a prison when it comes to food. And that's just what it is. And so I think that there's a way that both can exist, where you can eat the foods you love, but make alternatives, switch out certain things, such that the meal still does align with whatever your fitness goals are. So that's where the title Pockets of Protein came from, because I strength train 4 to 5 times a week. So protein is very important for me to sustain my progress, my gains in the gym. So if you go on my channel right now, I'm pretty active when it comes to posting shorts, YouTube shorts. Um, Eventually, I will get back into posting long form, but for right now, with my schedule, YouTube shorts is what works. But you can see both shorts and long form that the meals look, for lack of better term, normal, like normal healthy meals that definitely, I mean, everything I make there, I eat. So, ultimately, like when it comes to weight loss, I do track my food. So you make it fit however you can. So yeah, that's my intro. And so if that's something that you feel like you align with or feel that you could gain some inspo from, by all means, subscribe. I'd love to have you. I try to come on lives every so often because I feel like it's important to humanize my account. And sometimes I just think with cooking channels, it can be hard to do that because the focus is the food, not you who's behind the camera. So, so yeah. Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you. Same love, seasoned foods. Yeah, I love seasoned foods. It's a must. I feel like I can't subscribe to the uh, broccoli. What is it? Broccoli. Oh. Hold on, guys. Let's turn off this fire. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Typically, when I use my air fryer, when I open the air fryer, the fire alarm always goes off. So, as we were doing, let's mix this and then let's set up our pan to make the pancakes. So, I'm going to shift you guys over here. Okay. And let's turn on the stove. I always like to allow my stainless steel pans to heat up a little bit. I had to learn the art of using these. I used to use the non-stick pans, and then I don't know where I saw this information, but something about the chemicals in which are used to make pans non-stick. I don't know, for some reason, something about that just did not sit right in my spirit. So decided to invest in some stainless steel pans. But of course, these ones, you can't just turn on the stove, put some oil, and then just add food and cook. Your food will burn. Not even burn, it will just stick and then it will just, I don't know, it's a hassle trying to scrape the food off of the pan. So I have learned the art of letting it at least warm up for 5-10 minutes, depending. Like, as I have this on kind of like a medium heat, maybe like 5-6 minutes, and then I'll add some butter and it should be good to go. But definitely an art using these, but for some reason I feel like it cooks better. All right, let me go through the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Love the air fryer. Have the same type of stove. Love it. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I'm in an apartment, so I think this is like uniform across the entire building. This is actually my first time having an electric stove. In my previous unit, I had a gas stove. I actually prefer gas stoves. I don't know. I don't know if there's a major difference. I think maybe because I'm able to visually see the level of heat that's being applied based on the intensity of the flame. But do I think there's an actual difference? Probably not. Probably not. All right. Let's see here. Do we have? Yes. Okay, just checking on I put the air fried bananas for an additional 4 minutes. So that's what you hear me checking on. The other thing that we're going to do is caramelize some pecans, which I have here. Uh, bring it over. Okay, just keep it here. Um, so what I will do, okay, this should be done. Let's actually stop this. Okay, so we're gonna add some syrup to the pot, to this small pot here. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon. Actually, two teaspoons is more than enough. Okay. So I'm just going to add the pecans in and put this on low heat. One thing about me, if you join, I'm sure some of you may have joined my lives before. I like to be as time efficient as possible, so I don't cook one thing at a time. I'm usually making different things all at the same time, checking on different things at different times so that it all kind of comes together in the end. So, all right. So I'll be checking on this because syrup tends to burn pretty quickly. I've had that happen to me before. So that's why I have the heat on low heat. And we'll just continue stirring until the pecans become caramelized. All right, so in the meantime, so we have, this should be more than ready to go. So let's add the syrup, not syrup, the butter. Okay. Okay. Make sure that coats the pan. All right, now add in some of the batter. Okay. Another spatula. Let's check on the pecans. It's literally like having 8 arms. Yeah, okay. Let's ice those. Okay, the pecans are not ready yet. All right, let's see. Of your air fryer, happy girly Jayla, what are you cooking? I am making pancakes, and they are going to be topped with air fried bananas and caramelized pecans. That's gonna be real good. Yes, I know. It's really delicious. I highly recommend. I've made it before. So my thing with lives is that, especially if it's a first time thing of me trying out, maybe I have the inspiration in my head and I'm like, okay, I want to try this. I try it out first on my own. I don't record it or anything because God forbid I try and make it and it comes out terrible. And then and then if it's a win, then I'm like, okay. Sometimes I'll do it again just to make sure I actually did it right and it's not like, it was just like a one-time thing. And so I'll usually maybe try cooking it again off camera, no recording or anything. And if it's still solid, then I'm like, okay, then I bring it to live because I feel like that's the true test, right? Having an audience watch you cook it with full confidence. So yeah, so it's delicious. I've had this before. It's really good. Again, it's pancakes, but what makes it sweet is the caramelized pecans, air fried bananas, and the little bit of syrup that you can add on top. I think one time I even had it with I did like a little dusting of powdered sugar, just a little bit, but I found it to be too sweet just because everything else on top was sweet. So I'm going to skip that step for this time that I'm making this. Hello, Sakia Hills. Welcome, welcome. We're making pancakes. A Sunday treat for myself. Okay, and then just to show you guys what's going on in the pot over here, so you see how it's starting to bubble up. So I'll probably let this sit in here like for an additional minute or two, nothing longer, or else it will start to burn. And I don't want that. So I'm gonna lower this, come back to the pancakes. I am back. Sensei King, welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, I remember. Welcome back. We're making pancakes. Just to cover my bases here. We're making pancakes. I don't know if are you guys able to see the title of the live, like when you join a live? Because I always try and also make sure I include, the details of what this live is about. I think the default is it'll say like pockets of protein is going live, and to me, I think that's not specific enough. So I always try and put like what I'm actually making in the title. But either way, I mean, I'll also say it during the live too. All right. Okay. The pecans are done, just so you guys can see. So now I'm gonna let this sit and it will harden a little bit, kind of tasting like candied pecans. So that's done. Let's add more batter to the pan. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to maybe get like about 3 pancakes out of this. Lord knows I'm probably not eating again until much later tonight, and that's even if I'm hungry at that point. Sometimes I like to do that on the weekend, especially because I sleep in. So if I'm waking up at like 11, 12, I mean, it's like if I eat, then I'm probably not getting hungry again until the nighttime anyway. Okay. Okay, yo fam, are you cooking pancakes? I am cooking pancakes. I am. Pancakes with air fried bananas and caramelized pecans. Okay, would you try Outdoor Boys Bread and Honey? Is that a brand, Sensei King? I've never heard of that. Is that a brand or is that like a recipe? If it's a recipe, then absolutely. Everything is better with butter. Oh yeah. What time is it in America? So I'm on the East Coast. I live in the DMV area, so it's 1:03 p.m. Oh, it looks like I'm an hour ahead of you, Patricia. Okay, so it's a recipe. Okay, let me see. Outdoor boys bread. So I'm actually gonna, okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the chat, and I'm gonna look into that recipe. Is it is it just bread, or can you describe it? Tribe, 10:34 p.m. in India. Oh my goodness. India. I have Indian representation in the chat. Thank you for joining the live today. Okay. All right. So this pancake is done. I'm just gonna take this off the stove for a second. Let me get just a little bit more butter. Okay. Give me just one sec, guys. Okay. I think this should be enough to finish off the batter. Okay, firstly make a good dough and freeze it in a packet, and then it's gonna double in size, and then put the dough in the fryer, and when done, then just add honey or butter. Okay, thank you, Sensei King. So, like I told you guys, probably try that offline first, see if it comes out and makes sense, and if it does, I will do it here on the live. Thank you for the recommendation. Hi, Pete Packmock. Welcome to my live, South Africa. Wow. Welcome, welcome. Keep in mind that the honey should be melted. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Namaste from India. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I always like trying new recipes. I'm one of those, will try anything at least once. All right. Just add the remaining. This pancake, last one may be a little smaller, but that's okay. Nothing goes to waste, right? Things are too expensive as is, so it's a small pancake, that's fine. It's all going down the same throat anyway. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys prefer, like when it comes to lives, it seems like there is a good response with the lives and just hanging out with you guys. Would you guys like me to announce when I'm going on live on the post tab of my channel? Like I would say, okay, like if it's tomorrow, I would state in the morning, hi, I am going on live at, I don't know, 6 p.m. Eastern time, please join. Would you prefer that, or do you like these random, this is very random. Like I was making breakfast and I said, oh, I should go on live. And here we are. So I'm just wondering, for some of you that have come on several lives now, I feel like maybe it might be better if you guys know ahead of time. Okay, well, that's a flop. That's okay. It's fine. So let me know. Both will work. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it's showing on my end some of you that have actually come multiple times. And so I'm just wondering, for those that do enjoy joining, maybe you prefer actually knowing in advance, so you know, okay, she said she's going to be on at this time and I can plan to be around so I can join her live. Let me look at the air fryer. I mean, scheduled live with bonus anytime live. Okay. Hello. If it's, apologies if I mispronounce this. Sangwa Mike, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I think it's almost done. Let's flip this over. All right. All right. We're going to transition to my beloved island. So let's switch you guys around. Big trees. What are we cooking? Well, we have just finished making pancakes. And it's going to be topped with air fried bananas and caramelized pecans. Okay. Now, let me show you guys what air fried bananas look like. Just give me 1 second, I'm just taking it out of the air fryer. So this is what it looks like. When you eat this, it's crispy on the outside, but soft on the inside. And the banana really soaks in that cinnamon taste. It is very good. I highly recommend. On Instagram, on my short form platforms, I have recommended this to my audience there. I had several people try it and they came back and said, it's incredible. So I highly recommend. So I'm gonna add the air fried bananas on top. Okay. And then, let's see. Yeah, so so the pecans have now kind of hardened, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Ooh. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just one of those that like food presentation is everything. I don't know. It's just I enjoy making my food look like it makes sense. But of course, none of this is necessary. You could literally make pancakes, put some syrup, and call it a day. I'm just very extra. Okay. All right, let's see. That's a pancake didn't look like a pork chop. Pork chop, pancake, potato, potato. All right. So let me take you guys off of the tripod so you can really get a good look of what this looks like up close. Now, should I add powdered sugar? I'm looking at this and I'm like, the powdered sugar makes it look it makes it look better, but is it necessary? Not really. But should I add powdered sugar? Even just like a dusting so you can see what it looks like with it topped. So what I typically would do is now just add syrup on top, just a little bit, even just using like this half a teaspoon tool here, and then add like a little bit of dusting of powdered sugar. You know what? I have free will. Let's add some powdered sugar. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod. Worst case, this hefty dish will be the energy from my gym session later. All right. Let's see. Let's get a... Okay. Let me get a small bowl. All right, so what I'm gonna do is add the syrup. Okay. And then, let me get a glove because this powdered sugar makes a mess. And I would like to cut down as much mess as possible. All right. I really don't even need much here. Okay. All right. Now, you just yeah, so obviously aesthetically it looks better with with powdered sugar. All right. So that's what we're working with here. Let me take that out. Oop. This back there. So yeah, so this is what we're working with. So pancakes with air fried bananas and caramelized pecans. And I realized that I feel like I never, hold on. Let me put you guys right here. Because I feel like I never show my face enough on here. So here I am. This is our dish. It's very good. It's very delicious. I don't know if you guys really want to taste test because I've had this before and it's very good. So like I said, I'll make sure I include all of the ingredients and everything in the comments. I think with lives, they don't actually go live until the next day. That's at least something I've noticed. So, but either way, I'll make sure to include all of the ingredient amounts in the comments. But that's how you make this dish. It's very delicious. And I think, like I said, moving forward, I will start putting on the post tab of YouTube when I will be coming on live, just so that everyone's aware, so that you guys can join and hang out. So thank you so much for joining my live. And I appreciate those of you that have come through. Sensei, King, Patricia, thank you so much for joining my lives and interacting. All of you guys, thank you for engaging. And like I said, if high protein meals is your jam, you just want to be able to have inspo or just get different ideas about high protein recipes specifically, join my crew. I'd be happy to have you. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday. For the one who is based in India, I hope you have a great evening. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.